So as you all know, obviously as a YouTuber, I have a ton of gear. This is my daily driver. A7 C2 24 megapixel 1.4 Sony 70 to 200 f4 macro for videography, for sports videography. File cam f38 quick release and a bunch of other stuff. So that's my main setup. Nothing, no sponsorship, no nothing. My products. There may be some automatic Google, YouTube links in the attached to the video, but that's not through Temu. That's through YouTube. So if you like what you see today, use one of those affiliate links, maybe help the channel out. But again, no affiliation with Temu and no extra cost to you. This I actually tried to get before I went to NAB. This is a really cool product. It's basically a head mount for, you know, quick cam or action cams or your cell phone, etc. And what it does is it gives you a POV viewpoint of, you know, whatever you're holding in your hands or whatever. So you can use this to connect a action cam like my Insta360 Go or something like that, or you can use this to put your cell phone on it, and that's what we're going to do. Now, obviously, the interesting thing about this is that you're going to have to do some test runs on making sure that what you're looking at is in view. So I don't actually know if my camera or this second camera, third camera, whatever it is in view right now. Let me use this. Okay, cool. So I can see that on there. So here's my A7C2 here with my 24 megapixel, and you can see there's some movement, etc. on my head, but this is what this is for, and maybe to give you a more accurate view of, like, you know, hands-on view, and you can change the angle and all of that good stuff, like I said, and blah blah blah. But there is some movement there, so I don't know how good that's going to be, but that's what it's for. This is a little mini light, and it is called the M15 LED Mini Creative Light Mobile Camera, and it's a universal light. It says mobile selfies, etc. on it. So this little mini light has some freaking cool features. I forgot for a second. Okay, so here is a cold shoe. Here is a cold shoe mount. This goes on the cold shoe mount of your camera right there, and so you can throw, you know, the light on your camera just like that. But let me show you why I got this. It comes completely charged. You can see there. Here's the power of the light. There's several modes here, so you can go boom, boom, boom. It says 3300 to 9000 Kelvin basically, and that's like daylight to artificial light, etc. So basically there's a hole right here, and then there's holes right here. So you connect that there, boom, throw that in there like so. Now you can open these up. Look, this is what it looks like on the camera. So you're getting, you know, vertical or horizontal, you're getting good lighting. And I'm going to turn this on because now this is what you can expect from this. Obviously, you can change the color temperature, right? Like that. You can change the brightness, like that's super, look, it's super bright. Obviously I wouldn't rock it like that, and I'm not controlling ISO or anything like that, but just giving a quick test run of kind of what you can expect. But this is you know, why I got this, etc. to use it on my cell phone in situations where I need more light. And of course, again, I would check before I use this to make sure that the ISO, things like that, are in good position so that it looks good. But you can see how much light that provides for mobile photography, videography, etc. So I think this is super cool. This one, I'm kind of upset a little bit because I feel a little deceived on this. The picture makes this look so large, and obviously this is not what I expected. These are USB lights, and I don't like, look at this. This is metal. This is metal. So I'm gonna be subjective. The frame is metal. The legs for each feel like they are metal. Let me connect these real quick. So I got them connected, and you can see this one right over my shoulder here. Throw up some B-roll though. Putting them together is really hard because the way that they have it does not work the best. You have to screw it on by hand, and there's no real way to grip it. So the base ends up being wobbly. I ended up having to grab some pliers and literally squeeze it and then twist it, which stripped the black paint off the bottom of it and even put some circles on the base. But it is what it is. It looks okay. There's actually a pretty good amount of features on it. I put that, again, B-roll is up, so you should be seeing me go through the different specs. For the price, it's pretty good. I don't like that it's not wireless. You know, it just really depends on what your setup is like and what you need. I think it is something that could add like a cool little spot of color on the background. But yeah, for the price, I mean, it is what it is, right? I thought this was pretty cool because it's affordable. Oh, it's double bagged, and I ripped into both bags. It's affordable, and it's a lot larger than what I thought it was. I thought this was going to be a smaller, but it has like the patches on it, the US patch, which is freaking sweet. I think that's cool. But each of these are loops that you can attach things to. There's a pouch here as well. This is just a bag that I thought I could throw some gear in. Has the double pouches for water bottles or whatever you need to put in the side. There's straps everywhere that you can attach, you know, these little loops that you can attach stuff to. It's a fairly affordable, let's see that main compartment space. Little spot where you can slide a laptop there, but it's not really a main space. It was pretty cool. Had some spaces where you could attach some things. The straps were fairly thick, but yeah. We're getting into the last of the products here. And remember, we're on a $150 budget here, so there's a lot here for 150 bucks. Last couple products that I have. I mean, I guess a bit more than the last couple. But we're down the home stretch now. It's like a whole nother group of products. Believe it or not, this one is actually one of the ones I'm most excited about. Now, this is a wrist strap for your camera, right? And it's one of my favorite colors, which is this army or forest green. It's made so that you can hide the ring with this little strap right here and kind of poke it through. The only thing that I don't like about this is that it's not a quick release or anything like that. And of course I could get something down here at the base of the camera to make it a quick release. But it's doing its job. It's thick, so it feels secure. Now obviously you're trusting the camera to the strength of that little piece right there that holds it. That's kind of cool, right? And that's pretty self-explanatory what it does. But yeah. Now this, I've seen these before, and I was like, I don't know how well that's going to work. But this is a 67 millimeter macro attachment that goes to the end of your lens, and it's supposed to give you up to 10x multiplication. There you go. Thread it on just like that. Okay, so you can see how close from the top down I am to the subject right here. And I am getting some pretty creamy bokeh and close up. I mean, for this lens, it definitely does not usually allow for that close of proximity. So it is working, and the fall off is kind of cool. So I mean, what it does. So there it is. And again, you see how I'm not focused anymore because I can't get that close. I actually have to get back here before I can see something that close or I lose focus up there. So it does definitely do something. I don't know if it's exactly a 10x or so, but this is This is an interesting look with a 24 millimeter. Yeah, that's kind of cool. This one here is for your camera. This goes on top in your cold shoe, hot shoe mount on your camera. It's not flimsy or cheap filling or anything like that, but that feels pretty good. Slide it onto your cold shoe and then tighten that right there and then throw on the phone. And so now I have vertical content at the same time that I would be recording horizontal content. And so basically this, and it is super lightweight. So I mean, you could put this on a rig, you can have this in a rig and stuff like that. Let me tighten that down so I can do a real shake test. Tighten that, make sure all of that's tight. If I drop my phone, we'll see. Okay. So yeah, you gotta, I mean, because it's plastic, you wanna get it in place. And you can actually, I think you can damage these over time, but if you need something that's fairly affordable and it feels pretty good. So I mean, I think that feels all right. This is a quick release and I have so many of these. So, oh no, this one's a slide. Okay, so this one is a slide function. This one's by Mini Focus is the name of the brand. And you push that there, so you're gonna slide this in, and so the connect is like that, and that's how that works. So you connect this to your camera. You can connect it via the 3/8 there, and then this goes on the bottom of your camera here. Both of these have quick mounts that you can use on a tripod, on either side, and so either way I could use it there, put that there, or I could just use the plate that attaches to the actual camera itself. And it works pretty smooth, so it's just a slide on. The only thing I don't like is that there's no lock on the button. With this, there's no lock that keeps that on in case you accidentally hit the button. The button is pretty deep, so I don't see you actually, hitting it on accident, but it's also flat so that when you sit it down on a table or something like that, your camera isn't tilting. Another thing I don't like about this is that the two screws are separate. That's not a major deal for the price. This here is by a company called, I don't know, Booty, multifunctional storage stick, 10 times SD slots, 27 times TF slots, 2 times nano slots. Put the lanyard through, and then that way you can carry it if you want. There's no spring or anything like that, you just push it through. So there's a micro adapter right there, and then there's a little, almost like a SIM card ejector. You can see the different cards that can fit in there. Let's see, how's it going there? Just like that. So you can see right there how it goes inside of the slots right there, and you can carry those, kind of put them away in your bag, and that's where, take less space with the cards. So I mean, that's pretty cool. There's no other functions, like it doesn't charge, it doesn't read or connect to a laptop or anything like that, but that's kind of cool. It's pretty straightforward and useful. This is the last product here, and it is a magic arm. But here's the clamp there that allows you to connect this to whatever. And then when you get arms that are like this long, they're extremely useful in what you can do with them. You would attach the clamp right here. So this is interesting because there's different thicknesses that you can use depending on what you're attaching that to. And if you want to go out to the big one, then you would just screw it down kind of like that. And if you want to go to the smaller one, then you would screw it forward, and it's going to leave out that 3/8. And then again, you can go back that way. It's going to leave out that 1/4. And so it allows you to adjust, and you can even switch this around and turn it in like that and have the even bigger piece out. So now you're kind of seeing how you can adjust this the way that I need. You adjust that like that. Adjust this like this. There we go. There we go. Everything's tight. I will say this definitely feels budget. So be careful with what you put on there. Make sure you test it a good amount. Oops. There we go. So that is, I mean, that's that. So I mean, that is okay. I'll put some lightweight stuff on it, like microphones. I wouldn't trust my camera to this, but like microphones, mobile phone, lighting, you know, different stuff like that off to the side. I would trust that, but like a heavy payload, I don't know yet, just because I don't like the way that they got these little rubber things in there. And for this price, I probably could have got a better one, like on Amazon. So that's it for the video, and I have another video coming up. To, you know, that this was $155 at Temu, and next I will do $100 and I think it's $57 at Amazon. All in all, I think I got a pretty good amount of stuff that is really useful actually for Temu. I don't know. Let me know which one was your favorite accessory tool. Some of them are kind of cool. This light is actually really cool. I like that light. This is actually pretty useful. I mean, if you're in this world and you understand, like, some of these things are not the most glamorous things to buy, but they are very useful. So I don't know. Let me know which one you like the most in the comment section below. If you're new to the channel and you enjoyed today's content, hit that subscribe button below. Join the Cozy Coalition. But as always, stay cozy in that crazy world, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.